Hello, 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 and how are you today? I hope you are all very, very well. Well, we're going to have a nice Psychic Destiny show with me, Eleanor Grace, and I'm coming broadcasting from London in the United Kingdom out to all of you in the United States and in Canada as well, Australia as well, and of course Europe and UK. We're across the pond from you. Now, during my show here tonight, well, it's tonight here. I know it's during the day for you. I always get the times mixed up, but never mind. I'm going to be using cards here. These are tarot cards, and these are the ordinary Rider-Waite, the original tarot cards. Now, I also like to use my crystal ball. And today I have got the blue agate crystal ball, and this is high on spiritual protection and bringing in lots and lots of vibrations. So it helps us with healing, it helps us with our forethought, consideration for others, and really wanting to show just how much we care. So this lovely blue crystal ball, very unusual, pale blue, and it brings in the light here of the healing powers. So healing blue is what we're going to be using. Matches the background as well that I've chosen today. So also, with the blue agate crystal, I'll be using my rose quartz crystal comet. Now, this is a little pendant, if you can see it here. And the rose quartz pendant I used really to bring in that energy of love and consideration, harmony, temperance, the feelings of affection that we need to show to loved ones and we need to show to our families. So, with the crystal quartz in rose here, and this is my comet, I'll be using this to use a little bit as a pendulum, but also to select the cards. So I allow the cards to just drop. The pendulum drops onto the cards. So if somebody asks me a question, I can give you a very, very quick answer. But of course, the cards are going to be used for timescales to show us perhaps the way forward, how we're about to approach the next big decision in our lives, and how we're going to take that awful step where we're not quite sure what to do, but we know we've got to do something. And I think that crosses all of us at some point in our lives. So I feel that this evening and today's callers will be perhaps in that position where they've got to be taking a bit of a major step in order to transform their lives. So we'll wait and see who does come through on the lines here today. So to shuffle the cards is the best way to just really get a good link, get across with that personality, link in with your intuition, and really just relax, I think, with the person opposite you and take a card to see exactly what it's. Now we've got Patricia in Phoenix, Arizona on the line. Hello there, Patricia. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Good, good. Well, you're through to me. I'm Eleanor, and I've just taken a card just before we had your name come up on screen, and this is the card of the King of Wands, and this is really quite a tough sort of person, and I feel that he belongs to you, Patricia. So I feel that in your life at the moment, you've got to challenge this man. You've got to be thinking about how you're going to talk to him correctly and appropriately and how you're going to ask him not to do things or not to behave in certain ways, and how you've got to sort of walk on eggshells, really, to be able to do that. So, is that your situation, Patricia? Can I just establish
Right on the
that?
nose.
It is. Well, it's a good job we took that card then, because that represents you. And that was just before you came through on the line. Now, is this your partner? Is this your husband? Because you've got a marriage card that is next, a card of commitment, a card of truce, really. So I feel that there is,
I'm not married, he's just complicated.
but is it a partner of yours? That's what I asked, first of all, or somebody that you feel a great deal for?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's in the cards, it comes through as that person, as the person that you feel connected to, committed to, that you've spent a lot of time with, and that you have loved. Whether you're still in love with that person is another question. So you have now got to challenge him, this wonderful King of Swords here, with those questions. You know, are you still happy? Has he brought the happiness to you that you felt that he would, or that you feel that you actually deserve? So these are big internal questions, and you have to be quite forceful because the next card that you've drawn here is the Ace of Swords. So we've got the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and then harmony in between the two of you. And this means for you, there's a dynamic force that's going on right now here, Patricia, and it's a part of your destiny. So you've got fate with you. You're in a strong position. And that's because of the level of emotion that you display towards him. You're a very kind, caring woman. And you have had to really be quite resilient and, had to handle things, had to handle him, manage every other aspect of difficulty in your life. I can see that, I can feel it around you. So we're bringing in the blue crystal ball here. This is the agate, the blue and white agate here. This is for healing and protection, which is what I'm surrounding you with. And we're going to blow now onto this crystal ball, and we're bringing protection to surround Patricia and to help Patricia make amends and find a new pathway. And that's exactly what I see here. It's scattered in the center of the ball, but it's a light that is bright and that is shining to illuminate a new way forward for you, Patricia. So you're going to overcome one obstacle. You will be dynamic in your approach towards this man. You will be able to overcome your fears and your, I suppose, resilience. You'll be able to overcome that. Oh, I don't want to do this. I can't. I'm not up to it. I don't want this challenge. Don't want to have it in my life. And yet you are doing it, and you will be there, and you will make that challenge. You'll make it possible, and the crystal now is saying to you, look, let's just illuminate the way forward. Let's just see how you can transpire into, I think, love and affection. So we're bringing in the rose quartz here. I'm going to let it drop onto my cards here. So let's see. Right. This is the one that it's dropped onto here. This is the three, sorry, the two. Is it two? Yeah, the Two of Cups. So he has got a true heart, and that's where both of you started. So where did it go wrong? Well, the time scale that I've got here, I just want to go back the full 12 months, 1 year, and that seemed to be um, the catalyst. An event a year ago was the catalyst for things to get worse and worse and worse, or to snowball. Everything just got out of hand. I also have a sense of loss as well that you've had to endure. So there's somebody that's passed over into spirit here, because I do have spirit lights around you, and you feeling that you okay there, Patricia? Yeah,
Yeah,
you sure?
you're hitting everything right on the nose. I'm telling you.
I know, and I'm babbling away here and not letting you come back in and talk to me. And okay, so what are we going to do about this? How are you going to make things right? Well, this Two of Cups here. This is all about coming together, bringing two people together who've got the best intentions, the true feelings, that true heart, that sense of, oh, I don't want to be in this mess, don't want to be in this place. And yet your crystal ball is showing you there is a pathway. So you've got to get on it. You've got to start taking that step forward, put your heel down and let the rest of your foot follow, and then put the next one down and let that one follows. So you're going to have to grab hold of your intuition, your instinct, and your self awareness here to just be brave, I think, and courageous because you can always turn around. You can always walk right back because I don't feel that this man is actually going anywhere. I feel that he's staying where he is, stuck, but very needy, and you having to manage everything for him. So, what is he bringing to you? I know that's harsh, and relationships are a lot more
It's
complicated,
absolutely true.
isn't it?
Absolutely. Where did you say that? I'm leaving on Friday.
Yeah. On Friday, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I need to take off for a while and get myself back together,
Yeah, yeah,
and
and
then
you
come
will.
back stronger.
I think you will. And don't forget, he has got a true heart because you wouldn't have drawn that card otherwise. And that's where the rose quartz went to. So that's the rose quartz heart, went straight to him. So it does show you exactly what you're leaving and what you're going to come back to. But it's also up to him to make that change, isn't it? And to get
Mhm.
himself together and to be able to offer you something. Now, there's a trick here along this pathway in the crystal ball as you're stepping forward one after the other after the other. There's somebody else that you're going to encounter, and there's a person standing right in front of you. It's like an angel, like a soulmate, a bright, bright light. And you won't miss this man. You won't miss him because he's meant to be in your life. And this brings in the card of the Ace of Swords, which you've already drawn, and we've already talked about this. But this is a point in your destiny, in your fate. So everything that's happening right now is sort of all the energies that are negative are being removed from you. It's just being taken away. It's like a spiritual injection has gone on here, and you've been cleansed or just divulged of all that negative nonsense. So let's call it nonsense because it's just noise, isn't it? It's clatter, 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 and I can hear it, and it's just so frustrating. So that's being removed. You are free. You're free now to be you, and that's without guilt and without regret, just to be you and to see what life has to offer, what is going to come in next. What I'm telling you, this trick along the way, is that while you're thinking about the past, thinking about what went wrong and who should be blamed for this, that, or the other,
Mm.
there's somebody else that is there for you that you are always meant to meet. And it's the best yet. The best is yet to come for you, Patricia. Hold on to that thought. Believe in yourself and believe in the wish that I have made for you into the blue agate crystal ball. I blew onto that crystal ball, wishing you onto that pathway so that you could resolve a lot more of your issues and become yourself. There's also a woman who is with you. This is a woman in spirit who's guiding you, sort of gently pushing you here. She's come to visit you as well in your house, sat in your kitchen, so she knows your kitchen. Um, I feel that this is not a woman that is that much older than you, so I don't feel as though it's a parent. I think it's somebody on your level, a contemporary, a person that perhaps died before she should have done, and a great friend that wants to just share a little bit of compassion with you. Would you know who that is, Patricia?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I want to go to an S, a shush, 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 shush. So it's sort of sound that I've got here. So I think she would say to you, shush, shush. Is that right? Is that what she would do?
She would tell me to shush, but her name's Christina. Yeah. Yeah,
Ah,
she
okay.
always did. She always said that. Just shush,
She,
be quiet and listen.
Shush, shush. Okay. Well, that's what I'm hearing. And it's like, well, you must do it. You must listen to her. And she's come into your kitchen. She wants to have a cup of coffee with you and, sit down and chop the biscuits or the cake or something that you share. Is that what you did? Or yeah, little biscuits, little squares of things. I don't know. We don't have them here in the UK, but you probably do in the USA. 'Cause you have everything there. Amazing. So yeah, that's what she wants to do, and she wants to hold your hand and just let you know that she's swept this pathway, she's kept it nice and dry and clean. The rain is not going to pour on you, and what happened to her is not going to happen to you. And you know what that means, I think. So
I do.
take care and thank you so much for coming in, Patricia. It's been wonderful to speak to you. If you want to get a hold of me again, then you can always go to my website, which is gracedestiny.com, and you could have a fuller, longer reading if you want. We can do that on FaceTime or Skype or whatever. But I do feel this is a very special time. You can't let go of it, and Spirit are with you, and Christina is with you. Shush, shush, listen to her. May- Maybe you've got to listen to me, who knows? But I'm just the person giving you that little bit of magical information to help you along the way. So there we
I
are.
needed that. Thank you.
It was lovely to speak to you. Okay, best of luck. Best of luck. Be brave, be strong, and you won't
I will.
ever fail. Okay. Right, so there we
Thank you
have
so much. Have a
it.
great day.
Oh, that's my pleasure, my pleasure. And you too, Patricia, you too. That's how we demonstrate as psychic mediums a little bit of clairvoyance. So the ability to see what somebody's life is all about and to know almost immediately what's going on with them. And most people can do that to a certain extent. But usually, once you've got to know somebody for a long period of time with clairvoyance and mediums, it's almost instantaneous. And then we have spirit coming through as well, which was Christina. And thank you to Christina. It's a long way for spirit to come down, and I could feel that she was there, and I could hear this shush, 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 and this was part of her message that she wanted to give across to Patricia. Part of that sense of what this connection is all about. We can't see them physically, those loved ones who are passed over. But once we go into spirit, it's a freedom that we don't have. We're not locked in anymore. And we can communicate, we can visit, we can see people, we can share that light and that love with our very special friends and our loved ones. And we can forge ahead a sort of contract between each other where we're going to take care of each other. We're going to look after those in spirit and make sure that they've passed on to the right place, to make sure that they are still in that wonderful sense of bright light and, that freedom and wisdom as well, wisdom of learning. And also to take care of us because we need it. We need our guides to just show us the way. Now I'm going to take another card now. Laurie in Delray Beach in Florida is next. Hello, Laurie, you're through to Eleanor Grace. How are you today?
I'm great. So grateful for this.
Okay.
How are you?
Yes, I'm really well, really well. So Laurie, that's a lovely name, very pretty, really pretty
Thank
name.
you.
I'm taking you the first card from the tarot here. Now, this
Okay.
tells me quite a lot about you straight away. And I feel as though you are moving forward, you're walking away from difficult times. And I think this is to do with work. I've got a load of work and burdens that you've had on your back in the past, recent past as well. And now it's just time to say, do you know what? I'm going towards something quite new, refreshing, and complete. So I think that you are being offered here a job or a role. It might be where you are at the moment, or it might be in your circumstances at the moment, which are changing because this is a role where you will be given authority, you'll be given responsibility. It's the perfect sort of pitch for you, something that you would want to have. I mean, this is not a burden or a difficulty or a problem. This is a pleasure, an absolute pleasure for you to, dream a little and make some dreams come true. And that's what I have you doing as well over the next year. You're making a lot of uh, those promises, I suppose, that you made to yourself perhaps a few years ago, you're now going to make them happen. So there's wishes and dreams that are coming true. Now you've got the 10 of Cups here. This is a wonderful card for you. I've just drawn out of the middle of the deck. And this is really saying to you, this is what your dreams are going to be made of. And October, being the 10th month of the year, will be your time. So it's your time scale time to say, come on then, let's get going. You should have everything in place by October. And this is before to the winter, before we get to, wanting to hibernate and hide away and, be a bit like a squirrel and gather everything so that we can look forward to next summer. But this is not going to be that sort of winter for you. This is all about expansion, showing who you are, being brave to really show your face, which is lovely, by the way. I feel as though you've got a lovely, pretty, glamorous face.
Oh,
So
thank you.
I'm getting lots of compliments coming here from Spirit. So you must look really amazing. And that is where your face is going to shine. So October through to the spring, those months are going to be progressive. You're really out there. But between now and October, you've got a lot of work to do to really place yourself in a prominent position, prioritizing yourself to be at the forefront and to be able to communicate all of your ideas and all of your sensibilities to everybody around you, to everybody else. So it feels to me as though almost that you're being given an award or a very special role. Does that make sense to you?
I don't work. I've been a stay-at-home mom, but it
Yeah.
resonates on a personal level of trying
Okay.
to get out of something and start new.
Yeah. Um, the role, though, is bigger than that. So there is going to be a spirit are telling me this. So I know that it's there because I've got you being given awards and like a big golden cup, that you've achieved so much. So perhaps it's spirit that is doing that, is presenting you with this honor of and this achievement that you've actually got through the worst of your endeavors. So you
Mm.
have to be ready for October. So October is that turning point. And between now and then, it's only a couple of months, really, 2 or 3 months, you really have then got to put into practice some of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So, whatever your circumstances are, who you want to be, who you've always wanted to be, and the role that you've always wished to take, you have to, because this is the first card that you had, and it's somebody walking away from you, somebody turning their back on you, and a level of distrust, and a very unharmonious relationship that has to dissolve itself. And I said at the beginning here of the whole show that this crystal ball, the blue agate crystal, is all about protection, resolving difficulties, and bringing in a new perspective for those that wish to engage in that level of spiritual protection. So I'm going to blow. There we are. We've got a wish for you. And there's another one, Laurie. Are you wishing to travel? Is there a plane that you're planning on getting on quite soon? It could just be a holiday, but I feel that you're going over water. Is that what you're thinking of
I'm
doing?
possibly going somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to.
You are. Yes, I can see the plane in the sky. It's come from the crystal. Hopefully, it's before October, because when you get to October, everything is going to change in a very good way for you. This is not going to be difficult because we can see here we've got these little factions that are showing in the crystal, the light, and this lovely deep blue here. And this is you flying across the ocean, flying across the water, and you will be given that emotional protection as well. So whenever water comes into one of my readings, it's all about the emotion that's overflowing. But what the good news is for you is that you're able to really rise above it. You know, you can get past these difficulties. We already have, I think, in the main. There's not much now for you to accept or for you to choose. So let's just have a look at the rose quartz here. It's a
Right.
beautiful, beautiful picture that I have of celebration and one of challenge that really does show that you are in control, you're in charge. Um, do you feel as though nobody loves you at the moment?
Always.
Ah, okay. That's why I've got the hearts in spirit and the little cupids all around you. So you are loved. Those loved ones in spirit are coming forward. There's a male here that's standing right by you. I think it's your father, um, father, grandfather, very strong, strong backs, tall, tall man, giant of a man. Is that him? Is that your father?
No, my father's alive. Maybe my grandfather.
Was he tall and, big, big presence in his
Huge
personality?
presence. Yes.
Ah, okay, okay. All right, it's him. He's with you, and he's going to show you the way, a guiding light. And that's what you have achieved today, knowing, coming onto our show, our Psychic Destiny show with Moonstruck TV, that you do have strong spirit guidance. So, Laurie, I wish you very, very well. And remember October, your turning point. And thank you so much for coming in to the show.
Thank you so
Well,
very much.
it's my pleasure. My pleasure. Best of luck to you, Laurie. And thank you to everyone as well. It's been wonderful sharing this time with you today. And don't forget, call in for your free reading demonstration from some of the top psychic mediums in the world. That's what we've got on this show. So A1R Radio, Psychic Radio, and Moonstruck TV. I'll see you same time next week. Bye for now.